I got a comment on one of the videos I'd done earlier this year about being led by the Spirit of God and how that Samuel, when he was sent of God to anoint David, that God told him that he would not know who it was until he stood before him. I gave testimony in my own life how God, in the beginning of my walk with him, how he was leading me by the Spirit of God to minister to a man. And I only know the vicinity that the man was in. I didn't know who it was. He hadn't revealed that to me. The same was true of Samuel and David. He said, "You will not know who it is until it stands before you." And the thing is, I think I said there was 4 sons of Jesse and there are 7 or whatever. I mean, the point is that Samuel didn't know who to anoint king until the David stood before him. And also, Jesse caused all of his sons except for David to come before him. Because after he had brought his 6 sons, Samuel's like, it's none of these. He says, "Do you not have another son?" And Jesse said, "Well, yeah, a lad who's in the field." That just goes to show how people, and this is what Jesus is talking about to the Pharisees, you judge after appearance and not righteous judgment. They judged after the appearance of David and was like, "Well, you ain't gonna anoint him a king. He's just some ruddy kid." I mean, that's the way people judge things still today, even people claiming to be born of God, who aren't led of the Spirit. And I question whether many of them were even born of God, because unless you're born of water and the Spirit, you're not born of Him. Unless you enter the faith and water baptism where we're born of Jesus, that incorruptible seed, we put on the new man. And then we're filled with the Spirit of promise to give us power for obedience and to be His witnesses. You're not born of Him. A lot of people have been deceived. People don't understand being led by the Spirit of God.